Vogue alum, fashion icon, André Leon Talley. If you would, I just wanted to know what you saw as the key to his magic.
Oh my God. I mean, the key to Andre's magic was that no one had that key but him, right? He had this unique sparkle and class, and he elevated every space he was in. He was so kind to me, and I always walked away from a conversation both feeling more elegant than I was, the moments before he began to utter a word to me, but also inspired to go find more elegance. Andre Leon Talley saw elegance in the mundane, and he brought it out of the mundane, and he drove us all toward excellence, toward
Yeah.
aesthetic excellence. And I just adored him, and
Yeah.
I'm such a loss.
For sure, for sure. Thank you. It's so beautiful. Well, I want to talk about something you and I probably dealt with growing up, and that is skincare education as a young Black girl. And there is this gap that you have been just talking about with Neutrogena and getting the word out about when it comes to growing up and the awareness that we have in Black and Brown communities about our skin and what's necessary. I have an 18-month-old now, and she has like baby eczema, and I'm like, I didn't have that, so I'm trying to educate myself on that and what to do and what's needed, but it's so important. This is our biggest organ. So tell me, did you have
Listen,
that same
call
experience?
me girl, because I had eczema my whole life. I grew up with eczema. I had eczema as a child. I still have it. It's much more managed, and my skin is healthier than it's ever been. But that's a lifetime of
Yeah.
learning how to get there. And I'm really moved. There's been so much talk about equity in the past few years. We talk about equity in education, equity in healthcare, equity in housing, and equity in skincare health is a commitment that Neutrogena has made to move toward that equity, to work for that equity,
Yeah.
and to support pioneers who are at the front lines of building that equity in communities. So we're doing these really exciting awards right now where we're really acknowledging and affirming and uplifting educators and influencers and innovators who are working towards skin health, whether they're doctors or tech innovators or filmmakers. All of these people are really working to help sort of create an even ground so that folks with
Yeah.
Black and brown skin can have access to healthy skin.
I mean, when I talk to my friends, we will have our OBGYN, we'll have all these things, but a dermatologist or anything like that, where we're really kind of dealing with the stuff that we deal with in private in the bathroom and try to figure out. We're not doing that as much.
Mm.
Is it something that you're seeing in these? I mean, of course, that you would see in Black and Brown communities more so than others, right?
Yeah, I think, we have your skin, like you said, it's your largest organ. It's so much of what makes you who you are. And everyone's skin is different. Everyone has such unique skin, and there are unique challenges in the Black and brown community. The way that our skin hyperpigments, the way that eczema impacts our skin because of the melanin, the way that aging happens in Black and brown skin, everything is different. And so to find, again, innovators, educators, healthcare experts who are committed to understanding that difference and to being a safe place where people can get the information and care that they need, it's so exciting to be working to build that world.
I love that. And you're doing it in partnership with someone. And when it comes to the awards, who's your co-host? I'll let you say it.
My co-host for the awards, Jen Garner, who's also been with Neutrogena for years, and I'm so excited, because a big part of our message also is that, again, having a space for Black and brown folks to have equity in healthcare is not just an issue for Black and brown folks, right? Like, to live in a world that is a world filled with equity means we all have to make room for each other. So it's about, we believe so strongly in representation at Neutrogena, and that means that you should see yourself all the time, but you should also see other all the time, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think historically some of us have been marginalized, and so we tend to only think that certain people get to be seen, or that's what the rules have been for so long.
Yeah.
But the tagline at Neutrogena, the newer tagline lately, is Neutrogena for people with skin, right? That means everybody. That's
Everybody.
everybody, right? It's not for people with white skin or people with brown skin or people with clear skin or people with acne skin or people, it's perfect skin or dry skin, or it's for
Yeah.
people with skin. Like if you've got skin, you've got a seat at the table in this company to have your needs met and to be cared for with the highest level of expertise.
So what have you gleaned personally that you have taken back home to the hubby, to the kids? You're like, oh, we need to be doing this, be it like moisturizing every day or like, nope, we're doing
I
this.
have to say we're a big Hydro Boost family. You know, I always come home with time, especially when I'm doing R&D, when I'm at the labs, when I'm at the headquarters for Neutrogena, I'm always coming home with tons of product. It's
Mhm.
always a lot of Hydro Boost because I'm obsessed with hyaluronic acid. I love the moisture. Having dry skin my whole life, I'm biased to that category. I was noticing my product disappear. I would come home with bags and bags of Hydro Boost, face cream, body cream, cleanser, and I didn't know where it went. And I would notice it in my teenager's room and notice it in my 7-year-old's room and notice it in my husband's side of the bathroom. And everybody was taking my Hydro Boost. So we are definitely a Hydro Boost family.
Hydro Boost. Yes, I love it. I need that. Thank you. That's going to go. I haven't done my vision board yet, but that's going on my 2022 to
Yeah.
like get my skincare regimen together.
I invite you to take the time to take care of your skin, not just because you don't want to look ashy, but because you
Yeah.
deserve to feel good. You deserve to take care of yourself.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, I don't want to lose you before we can play this little game where we can get some more info on that and just some day-to-day tidbits on
Okay.
Kerry. So before I let you go, we would like to
Okay.
play a little game we call By the Numbers.
Okay.
And so as much as you can imagine what the number would be for this, it doesn't have to be spot on, but we're going to ask you just little tidbits throughout your day. How many times, how much of this? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. How many times a day do you wash your face?
Twice, maybe 3 times, but twice.
How many makeup wipes do you go through a day, maybe on set?
Oh, if I'm on set, like 4 or 5, but daily, 2.
How many hours of sleep do you consider good for self-care?
Oh, good would be 7 to 8.
How many hours do you get?
Um, between 5 and 6.
Yep. How many cups of tea or coffee? But I think tea, right?
I'm a tea drinker.
Mhm.
I would say I'm trying to stick to 1.
Cutting back on the tea.
Yeah, unless I'm working nights. If I'm filming nights, then it's unlimited, but I'm trying to stick to 1.
How many times a day would you say you hear the word mom?
I mean, and is infinity allowed? Can I say infinity? Is that a number that's allowed?
Right? I mean, absolutely.
Yeah.
How many hours do you spend on social media a day?
Oh, I would say 1.
What is the amount of time you spend meditating a week?
Oh, a week. Thank you for being so generous to
Mhm.
give us the grace of asking a week, not
A
a day.
week.
I would say about an hour a week.
How many scripts are in front of you right now?
Oh God, I have, no lie, 11 scripts that I have to read right now.
Wow. That is a lot. And then
Yeah.
how many steps would you say if you may or may not have one of those little pedometer thingies, those Apple Watches?
Oh, how many steps a day? Oh, that's a good question. I have no idea. But I do like to walk, and a lot of my meditation is actually walking meditation. I do a walking meditation in my garden, sometimes in the evening,
Ooh,
and
nice.
that really helps me to wind down.
You're getting it in, you're just not counting them.
That's right. That's right. It's quality, not quantity.
Yes, absolutely. And then I just want to know like what, a perfect day for this isn't a number, but a perfect day, if you could pick one. I know this changes because my perfect day changes every single time I think about it. But what would a perfect day for Kerry be like maybe this week?
Well, I'm really excited that the Neutrogena Heroes of Skin Health Equity Awards is actually going to be on my birthday, which we're airing on my birthday, January 31st. So that's kind of a perfect day. That's super exciting. I think my perfect day, it's so hard because I love a good adventure. So I like to not necessarily know what's going to happen in a perfect day, but it definitely involves time with my family. Maybe a hike with my whole family, somewhere we've never been before, maybe where we get to see some view of the ocean or a waterfall or some natural beauty that puts us
Yeah.
all in a good state of awe, reminds us how small we are. I think my perfect day would include me cooking something that I know my family loves. You know, one of those recipes I always have in my
Yeah.
back pocket that I know they're going to be excited about, and watching a movie that we all love together, having time to read, like just snuggle up and read.
Oh my goodness. Well, Kerry, thank you so much for just taking the time. This was awesome.
Yay. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much. And thank you for creating a space where we can talk about equity and skin health. It's so important that we all literally feel comfortable in our own skin, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think about it, and it's something that I think about in the bathroom in the moment, like, oh my God, what am I doing? I need to fix this. I need to, and I don't put that importance into it, into researching and figuring out the way I should. So thank you for that.
Yeah. I'm excited for you to learn about these heroes that we're awarding. They're really special. It's
Yay.
inspiring.
I will be watching. I will be on,
Okay.
and I will be finding some Hydro Boost as well.
Amen. Thank you.